What is going on, guys? Assassin here with some more Final Fantasy XIV. And real quickly before we get into this episode, I'm thinking about, I don't know. I was thinking because I'm pretty sure we're like really really close to the end of A Realm Reborn. Yeah, I think there's like a couple more episodes. So what I'm thinking is I might pump out like a lot more episodes. I want to try and pump out a lot more episodes and like make them longer. So yeah, I don't know. But let's go over here and talk to her. All done with your talk talk of dragons. Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head into the solar, shall we? Okay. Not gonna lie, part of me is kind of sad to be done with A Realm Reborn, but we're gonna be moving on to Heavensward, so yeah, I'm also really excited.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void.
Looks like we're going through another history lesson again.
Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute! Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
Oh, you do.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve, and I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arsians will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a Crystal Brave, you are yet a Scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalymo shall accompany you.
Alright.
Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white aurosite.
Thank you, Urianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you're able. Go well, and be safe.
Okay. Fine. It would seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The Fourth have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilfred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at our headquarters in Ul'dah. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front line. Your duties take you to northern Thanalan, do they not? We too must say our farewells to rising stones for a time. So, travel to Ul'dah, and we shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the science cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Erosia must present a united front, or we shall fall. Ah, how extraordinary that my little Asilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I might now stand at her side, not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections, but I fear that Ul'dah has became a place of danger, even for one so familiar with her streets. Bah, woe betide the blackguard that so much has glared in your direction, milady. I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way then? Bye. Okay. Teleport here. Fuck. Commander Levequests sent word that you becoming a veteran of your talents is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster on the job. But returning to the task at hand. The Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Levequests. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing: getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Guardians could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Ezel science that we might coordinate our counter strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings. Imagine everyone's just like, fuck, she is here. Sergeant Reed, my soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian Scotsman you see has come across several highly suspicious traits within the boundaries of the processing plant. I had my staffers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design, no less. By my order, the Flames station here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial plot behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movements of the Imperial army. I would once again ask for your aid. We've been keeping a close eye on that Guardian garrison, and it seems the Imperials have fully begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squad seems reasonably confident or too few in numbers to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field to meet this assault head on. I have afraid your fellow scions of the situation and am heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. Pray report to Lieutenant Aliane and lend your much welcome strength to the counter-offensive. Glad to have you with us, Kumi, as I'm sure Lieutenant L.D. Stein has explained. The Guardians have deployed a small force from Castrum Meridium. Their main column assembles to the north north near Dalamud Talon. But we've also fled several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. Oh. They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate. Captain Ilbert. Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bid you and your fellow... Oh, it's Papa Lima. I didn't even see him there. Bid you and your fellows lend a hand to the brave. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the Orc should have little trouble contending with the Guardians might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The third was getting restless, hold up and hold out, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the land's defenses and add their numbers to your counterattack. The reinforcements are welcome. We've enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls. It would be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much Thurlium. Let's take this fight to the Garleans. A wise course indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of these swords be exposed to fire. Oh shit, everyone's here. If there are no objections, the Scion shall join the Fourth and give battle to this main column. You're with the Third, then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. When you are ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant U.U. Hazy. His scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. Okay. Pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Silent. Our operation is invariably succeeded when you're around and victorious carnival to save the road to greater coin. Now this detached force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads. The better to conceal themselves within this terrain hereabouts. I imagine we'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground and make sure we root out all those with the raiders. And seeing as you're an army onto yourself, I assign you your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. This will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion. let me... I don't get it. Why can't I use the ability? Don't make no goddamn sense. Shiva! You seem grim. You seem grim, silent. I'll take that to mean that between us, more than a few Carlians won't be making it back to the catacomb. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another one of those Maztec wars. Or I guess horrors or whatever. It is time we bid this war-torn land for farewell. I will contact the force and let Lieutenant Alien know the west is now clear. I would appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelston. Sergeant Reed, what news of the Garlands? They all dead. Every last one of them. Their raiding parties are no more than excellent. The Ambaja engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. You must be anxious for the word of your fellows. Lieutenant Alien has reported in 1,000 victory over the main column and informs me that the Scion tunnel already turned their attention to other cities. All but one is the road Gaetian lady with a large axe. What appears she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but northern Denland is still placed to wander alone, even for a king source of the truth. I would certainly feel better about things if you could check in on her before you continue on your way. I have no idea where I'm going. What you doing?
Hold on, I won't be a second. The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe.
Nice.
I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one. And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it?
Good.
I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it.
Magic wand!
So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed?
Yeah, it went sparkle.
The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
Just don't put a blade through my
She
chest.
senses me. A useful talent.
Like, you know, fucking Midgard Doma did. I mean, he didn't really put a blade through my chest. He put a lightning bolt. Just, you know. Also, it's the guy that sounds like Morgan Freeman again.
Hanasian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth. Meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales. And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Haha. Also, I don't think I really can have the title Warrior of Light right now. I mean, I kinda got Hydaland's blessing taken away from me by an asshole, so... I don't really... That's not gonna work.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh dear. Could it be that frail Hydaland has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee.
Fuck you, shut up.
Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
What did that bastard want with us?
Dude, I have no fucking clue.
Nabriales, he calls himself. With a charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet. Unconscious. But this staff... You say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff.
Oh, shit.
Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
Ah, shite. Minfilia, you might want to take the staff and run. Either that or you're already knocked unconscious or something. I don't fucking know. you're here. Okay, I literally just teleported. Master Luison's stat is covered in the solar, isn't it? Quickly now. Yep, yeah, it's gone.
You two!
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Hebrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Nah.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
Hey, that's what happened to me! But it was
Moonbreeder!
orange, I think.
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow the staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it.
I love how Kumi is just over there like, hey, are you okay down there? You just got shot with a beam.
Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Oh, bye, Billy. Oh, bye, you too.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Okay. I'll just leave you to die on the ground. It was nice knowing you. Let's go. You would have thought they would have known to like have some ability to close the rift faster, but no, they just decided to leave it open. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit, I guess. Okay, we're in. Well, this place looks cool. Very edgy. I like it. Oh, hi, Minfilia. How you doing up there? You look to be having a nice time. You are such a creep, I'm not gonna lie. Gotta verify. Not gonna lie. I forgot how it fucking goes. First try. Bitch, sit your ass down. I love how no one tried to catch her or anything. Maybe got her phone. Yeah, she is. Right. Yeah, you have to be nice. Oh. I forgot you're on the
You're
floor.
safe. Thank the 12.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come?
Use the thing! Look out the thing, can we not use it yet?
Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, Scions.
Shut up, off-brand Morgan Freeman. Excuse me. Use it, bitch! I don't know why I got so into it.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
What trickery is this? No. No! You cannot! No!
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free.
What? I don't understand. Oh, the staff. I get it.
Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the blade of light.
I'm gonna just press this up against my breast real quick. I am empowered.
Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
We lack the power of friendship.
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Damn, we fucking useless. I know that look. You're gonna do some stupid shit.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louis Soir, I understand now. The choice you made.
Fuck, not this shit. I remember this. Why does this make me sad a second time?
In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger.
It's the same.
You damned old coot.
No, don't do it. Don't fucking do it.
Moonbreeder! No! You mustn't!
No! No!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Bitch, fuck this dick! That probably wasn't the best line to use, but whatever, he's dead. Damn, I got some sexy ass nails.
Moonbreeder. She's
She's
gone.
That's the one thing I got from all this. Damn, Kumi, you got some sexy ass nails. I'm not gonna. Fuck, man.
You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead.
Can we get a rip for Moonbreeda? Bria? However you say her name. The giant goddess. I'm sad. I'm sad.
This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Hopefully you protect it.
Ophelia, are you alright?
Hopefully you protect it more than you protect that fucking staff.
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call.
I'm alright too, by the way.
We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
She's dead.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
Should I tell him or you tell him?
She gave her life to temper the blade of light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Oh shit, I forgot Urianger. Oh no, he's gonna be so sad.
Does Urianger know?
Oh no. Hi, Urianger.
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louisoix. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisoix's will before the end?
Yes.
The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Well... This is sad. Never have I seen Ariandri so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such a grief. Excuse me. We shall gather in the Charlayan manner to celebrate Moonbreeder's life and mourn her passing. Okay, so. As Moonbreeder was a native of Charlayan, I feel it is only fitting fitting that we gather before the mark of the scholar. Are you familiar with the stone? Tis a monument found at Rastafros and is scattered to Dan Liac, guardian deity of the city of learning. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. Let's go show our respects. I am very sad right now. He's dead. He's gone. He's gone.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Now is a bad time!
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
That's fucking off. I'm kind of mourning someone. I'm mourning a death right now. Can you not? We got our gear mount. Kind of funny how last episode we got our gear mount there, and then this episode we're mourning someone's death there. I guess I'll laugh. We have said our farewells. The pile of sadness has dismissed but little. forgive me, as a descendant, it is my job to be the pillar of strength for all, excuse me, for all others to lean upon. Yet I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own way, and not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree, Kumi? Listen to this sad music, you really make me cry. Tis as if a dagger has been thrust into my breast. And get some big but 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battle we have fought has taken the lives of so many. Levequests, Brida, our fellows at the Waking Sands. Yeah, I remember that. I remember coming home to the Waking Sands and death everywhere. Everyone was fucking dead. Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need remind you of this, of course. 'Tis for my own benefit that I repeat these words. A ephemeration of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping. My apologies again, Kumi. There is no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come. Wanna cry on my shoulder? A victory won, a comrade lost. To honor the fallen, the living forge ever on towards the light of a new day. Have you a moment, Kumi? I believe Ida wished a word with you. I should consider it a personal favor if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles. She has not been herself since Brida's passing, and my heart aches to see her so downcast. You're okay. I mean, you're not okay. Is there anything I can do to cheer you up? Hey, it's Kumi, great! Oh, it's no use, I'm trying to stay positive, but it's just hard, you know? The thing is, I know Mona would tell me often if she saw me moping around like this. Which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. I placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowena a little while ago, and it's ready to be picked up. The trouble is, I find Rowena a bit difficult at the best of times, and well, this isn't one of her ones. I know it's silly, but I just can't face it at the moment, so I was wondering, do you think you could maybe collect it for me? I have coin to pay for the flower right here. Thank you so much, I'll be waiting for you and the daisy at Rotsa Cross. Okay. Imagine we can put up her money in her. That would be such a dick move. What? Where am I? I'm going literally the wrong fucking way. What can I do for you today, adventurer? Eldrick trinket betrayed. Hey, they've got you running errands now. Then science really know how to make the most of your talents, don't they? Sending the savior of Eorzea to the bleeding market. Fine use of your time, that is. Seriously though, you'd best learn how to say no, or they'll have you mucking out the chocobo stables next. Anyway, what was it you were here to pick up the moon daisy, was it? Here, then take it and tell that Ida alas has got a wide selection of headwear and socks if she ever decides to replace that dowdy old mask of hers. God knows she needs to. Okay, first of all, lady, I like her mask. Second of all, we're kind of in the, mourning of death right now. One of our comrades died, okay? So you can go fuck yourself. Rowena can be so annoying. She just will not take no for an answer. Every time I visit her, she insists on replacing my advisor with something more fashionable. And when I tell her I like it just fine the way it is, she says it again and again and then again. And then again, it drives me crazy. What I mean to say is, I really appreciate you doing this for me. So anyway, let's see it. Mon Brita love these things, I hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking of her.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
Really?
The song riseth to a crescendo.
that doesn't look good either. Holy shit. What the fuck? Are those dragons?
Is that what I think it is?
Dragon? Montelia?
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh.
We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
I swear, you can't mourn in peace. 1 second you're mourning some, like a comrade that died, and then next you look up in the sky and oh shit, the world's ending. Man. Life of a Silent is hard. My apologies for the interruption. Excuse me. I was deeply saddened to learn of one breeder's passing. Her loss will be sorely felt. Excuse me. Alas, recent developments in Ishgard leave us little time to mourn. The envoy from Chrysalis will soon arrive, and we must hasten to hear her report. The envoy is here. I thank you for receiving me at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forego the usual pleasantries, whatever, if I may. Certainly, you come with news of the Dravanians. Hey, the dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the central highlands a short while ago, and the battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Amric himself sailed forth with a contingent of temple knights and several companies of the noble house's clanners. Though the beasts were ultimately forced into retreat, our victory, if such it may be called, came at the cost of many of our own, too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravanians renew their assault. You paint a grim picture, my lady. It is grim fortunes you seek, then? We do, though it pricks our pride. It is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ring. Thus then, by that horde, Sir Amric would meet with you to discuss the possibilities of enlisting your aid. Very well, I shall depart for the courthouse at once. I must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Ul'dah must take precedence. Excuse me. It is with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. The Silence of the Seven Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of the grand companies. All three of the grand companies of Awardsy. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? Though I will gladly appeal to the grand companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. You need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Rorisian Alliance, I can well imagine how our plea would be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations and have them present your request directly to the head of the Grand Company. In the event that your fleet does receive a favorable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of this card. That is only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak with Sir Amaric's authority in this matter. That our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request, a personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord Commander much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellow's involvement. You face Midgard and survive. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Thank you. You wear the mantle of hero well. So it seems the road leads us both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive to me. Oh, it's ice art.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken. Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Okay, I think that's where I'm gonna end off this episode. A lot of shit went down this episode. Monbrita died. We mourned her death. Menphilia got kidnapped by an Asian. We killed him. And yeah, just a lot of shit went down. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, while you're down there, why not hit the subscribe button? Help support the channel. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I don't fucking know what else. I'm literally fucking up my outro. I'm out. Peace.